here we have it. We've got Katy Perry with charges thrown on her from two different people now that are accusing her of sexual harassment. What's funny is one's a guy and one's a girl, and they're two separate occasions. That's what's really funny. Wow. Let me fix this light real quick. I don't know if that helped at all, but anyways. Anyway, it really brings out the hypocrisy, because she was one of the ones pushing this whole Me Too movement about sexual harassment and how men are such pigs, yada yada yada. I've lost friends over this argument and how, you believe women over evidence and believe women first without due process. Throw men in prison without due process. And, I don't care. If you're willing to go that route, then you got no place on my friends list or in my circles, because I can't trust you. I don't want to go anywhere with you. I don't want to be friends with you. And that's just how it is. Sad, but it's true. Alright. Now, next line of business is Hollywood and the music industry as well, and hypocrisy. Because here they are berating all of us and demonizing men and guys, white men, whatever. And it's stupid. Meanwhile, they're wanting to disarm all of us and make more victims out of everyone. My wife included, your wife, your daughters, whatever, everyone. So, I don't know. I come home to, alright, look. The basic crux of the argument is, there are actually two that I want to talk about. And that's the fact that men and guys and boys are berated when they bring up sexual harassment allegations, as if our privacy doesn't matter either. And, from childhood up, the girl pulled this dude's pants down in front of a bunch of people to show his stuff, basically. And, that's bad. I mean, I had to say it, I punched her in the mouth. When you crossed oh my God, she's crossed a line. That's just unthinkable. If a man had done that to a woman, that would be crucifying him at the stake right now. But no, that's not how it works, apparently. And then the other argument here is, I want to bring up self-defense, because this happens to women also. And, these same celebrities want to go around preaching about Me Too, but they don't want women to have the ability to defend themselves. And, let's not make it sexist. I deserve the right to defend myself. Okay? But that aside, women, because obviously the left has made women their shining beacon of virtue signaling besides the LGBT movement. And if that's the case, why are you disarming them? That's what I want to know. My wife wants to know why you don't want her to carry this in her purse when she goes to a university where there have been multiple armed robberies each semester in the parking garages, and shooter threats at Walmart. I think it's ridiculous. So, and I know I won't get monetized for this video, but that's fine. I don't care. I really don't care. Because it needs to be said. It really does. Caitlin is at her mom's tonight, and she took, I think, my pistol, because I didn't see it. So anyway, I ran off, and I had a Ruger in the car. This is a Ruger 9mm concealed carry. It's not very big, but it works. I think it's got a 10 round mag and semi-auto, whatever. Clean house with this thing, right? So anyways, same ammo as a Glock 9 or something that a policeman would use. Just shorter. Actually, a lot of cops use it as their secondary concealed carry weapon. But anyway, it's beyond the point. I came home tonight at about 9:30, 10 o'clock after work, working 9 hours, to a home by myself, and the garage light was on. So I'm out there checking the mail, and I come back, garage light's off. Front door's dead bolted. Go in the back door, switch is off. So I don't know how the light was on. So before I go in the house, go back to the car, pull the 9 out, the Ruger, this puppy right here, and go sweep through the house, make sure that it's safe. Not all of us live in Manhattan in a big apartment complex, okay? We don't have other options. We can't knock on the landlord's door and say, "Hey, I need security to go up there with me to my room and make sure that it's safe." I am security, and it's okay if you don't want to take up that responsibility, but I do. That's my responsibility. When I'm not around and when she's alone, it's my wife's responsibility to defend herself, because she is her own human, right? Anything that you guys do to take that ability away, it's a travesty, man. I'm all for women defending themselves. I'm for LGBT defending themselves. I'm for minorities being armed and defending themselves. They don't need Antifa. They don't need John Brown's gun club. They need their own ability to protect themselves. All you guys are doing is fighting for power. That's why you're against gun rights. It's because you want power. You want the control over these groups. You don't want individuals to be able to protect themselves and own their own destiny. That's what it boils down to. It always is, it always will be. It's just another part of breaking down individuality and individual freedom. Point blank, period. So, anyways, the people in Hong Kong, God rest their souls. Bless them. They're fighting for the rights that you leftists are basically pissing all over. They're dying in the streets for the freedoms that you mock and want to repeal. You're afraid because of a very, very, very minute amount of gun crime. How many people that are gun free are over there in Hong Kong dying in the streets? And in these other countries, dying in the streets. They don't have guns. I would rather have a 1,000 people per year killed at the mercy of firearms in a country of 130 million than I would to see millions oppressed, starved, raped, robbed, beaten, killed. Do the math. Do the math. there are more people killed in swimming pools that have no other use but play. That's it. Unless dinner magically falls in there and can't get out of the pool. Other than that, they're for fun. You know what I'm afraid of? Swimming pools. Not this. I'm afraid I can't swim. More children die in swimming pools, according to government studies, the FBI, and the CDC. More kids die in swimming pools than are shot each year in America. But no ban on swimming pools, even though all it is a hobby. This right here protects my life. Not to mention, with a 9, if worse comes to worse, like it did during Katrina, and we have to get our meat fresh because there's no power, no refrigerators, no shipments coming in, no fuel, no generators. I can catch dinner with this if I had to. Not to mention the anarchy that ensues and people trying to break into houses and rob us blind. People were getting killed over gasoline. There was one shot at the gas station over a bag of ice. And you're like, oh, there were no guns. Okay, fine. Take the guns away. Same situation. They would have been stabbed to death. What you end up having is the same death, same situation, and a different method. It's not really a solution. You know, the solution is whether you come at me with a knife or a fork or a spoon or another gun or a baseball bat, I may not shoot you, but I guarantee you I can stop you. I may not have to shoot you. Ideally, I'd rather not shoot you. I'd rather not shoot anyone. And if a peaceable stand down requires a firearm being present, no harm, no foul. It's happened to me before. Actually, I mean, it could have been assault. I don't know if the guy was threatening to kill me over the phone, texted me, and showed up at my house. So, you know, I was trying to beat the door down, 20 miles out of town, away from the police or anything else. So, I opened the door, locked and loaded, and I got an immediate change of attitude. And then after, calming down, we had a nice talk, a laugh, and resolved the situation. Now, had I just stayed in the house and he broke in, I don't know. I don't know how it would have turned out. But I don't have to know. I know how it did turn out. The shooting in Pearl High School in Mississippi, back when I was in school, I've stuck my hands on the walls that were shot, the cinder block walls. I stuck my fingers in the bullet holes in the walls. We were at band contest at Pearl High School, maybe 6 months after the shooting, and I've seen it. The damage was still there. The holes were still in the brick walls. I think they painted over it. But there would have been so many more holes had that principal not had his handgun in his Jeep by accident. Because he went to his Jeep during the shooting and had been hunting and out, he's a Jeep driver, trail. He was riding trails, took his gun with him. I was like, pray to God, I hope I accidentally left it in the car. Sure enough, he did. He got the gun, stopped the shooter without firing another shot. There would have been so many more holes in those walls had he not done that, because it took, I say so long, it wasn't that long, but when you're seconds away from being shot, the police are too far away. The first responder is you. You, because you're already there. And what he did saved lives. So he goes and he stops the guy, doesn't even shoot him. Nobody gets shot after that. Several kids were killed beforehand. And he stopped the shooter. Could have shot him if he'd had to.